This is my reef tank. I haven't touched it in about a year. I top the water off once a week and I throw food in once every 3 or 4 days, right? It's been on its own. I have no idea what's behind that algae. I see some things have split. We have sea anemones here that I only feed about once a year. And yeah, this is what we have. I have no idea. There's gonna be some good things in there. There's probably gonna be some bad things. So let's get it cleaned up. Let's do a water change and let's see what's in this reef tank. The first thing you can see is a whole bunch of starfish eating on the algae. You can also see the texture of the algae right here. See it like it has this like texture to it, right? Well, that's from a bristlenose tang that I have in there, and he just spends all day with his lips on it, right, going at it. Most of the fish in here, well, some of them, the tangs can eat off the algae. The other fish, there's clownfish and a damsel, those actually have to have food outside of algae. But yeah, there's also a shrimp in here. There was. Hopefully he's still in there. So yeah, we're gonna get to it. All right, well, we'll just get into it. I'm gonna use 2 of these razor blades here. You see there's a long extended one. You get these like a Home Depot, and here's like the standard. These help out sometimes when you kind of gotta get in between a lot of rocks. There's a lot of rocks in here. And like I said, I haven't seen this thing in full for months. So we'll kind of see what happens here. But here we go. And I guarantee the tangs are gonna love this. They are gonna love that. That'll feed them for quite a while. Well, here we go. This is the final product. A couple things here. I had a yellow tang in here that I did swap out. This is actually probably 2.5 weeks, maybe 3 weeks post. I just want to let everything kind of settle in, you know, rather than having like, you know, the green algae floating everywhere. A couple small things though. So I did trade in a yellow tang for a striped. You can see here, this guy's really cool, sailfin tang. Well, I've kind of wanted one, and the yellow tang, I don't know, he's like real bossy, man. I didn't realize he's kind of gotten bigger and I didn't really notice it, and he was just like bossing everybody around. So I got this, he's a little bit smaller, a sailfin, and he hasn't had any problem with this tang, so I decided to keep that. Now, we'll kind of go through everything, and most everything is here, dude. I'm surprised. A couple of things have changed. So we'll just kind of go through. Got an aptasia problem here. Probably gonna have to address that. These all look like they're fairly decent, right? I mean, we have, now this guy, he moved all the way from over here with these guys, which was originally one. These things were split over time. He moved all the way across this tank over to here. Yeah. And that looks pretty decent. This thing's huge. This thing's probably gotten too big, as have these. They have overgrown a lot of stuff, and they have pretty much put a damper on a lot of this. Because, well, so have these guys. These bubble tips moved from over here across tank. I had them all kind of over here, which was cool, but now they've kind of moved over here. And I don't think they like it as much. And plus, these are blocking the light now onto here, which is not so great. But man, some of these are doing fantastic. Those mushrooms, I don't even know what those are, but they're really cool. All the mushrooms look fantastic. So, yeah, all that stuff. There's something back there. Looks like it's growing pretty decent back there. That's all good. Snails are operational. They look like they're hanging in there. Like I said, these have split a couple times. This thing looks really good over here too. I don't even feed these, man. Like a lot of people say, oh, you gotta feed them all the time. Dude, I mean, dude, these guys maybe ate once or twice a year. That's no joke. And real quick, look down here, man. This guy's sitting down there. I don't know how long he's been there, but there ain't very much light in there. That makes you kind of wonder, like, how much light do they really need? Because this guy's sitting in the shadows, you know? Oh, there's stuff everywhere. You just gotta look around. You never know what you're gonna find. Look at those back there. That's pretty cool. It's kind of neat to kind of see the stuff, you know, if you haven't looked at it for a while. And how it's all taken up. Oh, someone didn't make it good. Let's see if I got, yeah, you probably can't see it, but it's too dirty, but I see whiskers back there. So the shrimp still, got a coral banded shrimp still doing good. This thing didn't do good. And it's my fault because I had it above the outlet line and I lost power and it dried up the top like it sat for a few hours. That was my fault. I lowered it down now, but it's gonna take some time to kind of regrow, but it looks like it's already regrown a lot. I mean, that was like nothing right there. And look how much it's already grown over the last few months. So I'd expect that to kind of come back to life. But anyway, there you go, man. Snail's still doing good. You can see my tank now. I kind of get like that, dude. I get like we're, you know, I don't do much. And, you know, I know I was going to do a water change. I didn't even do the water change. That's how lazy I am. And I haven't done a water change on this thing in, dude, a year and a half, 2 years, man. All I do is come in here and I have a blue line on the bottom. And when it gets halfway down, I just fill it back up to the top. Change out that every once in a while. And yeah, other than that, I don't do much. It's got a little AC on there. And I've got, like I said, I got a couple heaters. I can control the amount of volume that comes through the tank. But yeah, other than that, that's it, man. That is the reef tank cleaned up, taking care of itself for a long time on its own. And yeah, it's a wrap. All right, man. Thanks for watching. This is Billy at B-Tub.